feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my... Okay. Hey beauties, it's Nikea here, back with another makeup video. I wanted to come to you all with my updated foundation routine for oily skin. So I've always known that I've had oily skin, and I've just embraced it. So my oily areas have always been right here on my cheeks, my T-zone, of course, and my chin. They've always been oily and I've just embraced it. But recently I have noticed that I have been extra oily. So starting in August, I just started researching like ways to remedy oily skin. So I do have a skincare routine on my channel, just using like basically natural products and things that you can find at your home. So that had been working for me, but recently it hasn't. So I'm in the process of actually researching products and ingredients that will work for my oily skin to update my skincare routine, because I feel as if I'm getting older, my body is changing. So what used to work before is not working now, and I'm accepting that, and that's okay. Sometimes things have to change. So I'm in the process of researching products and ingredients, and once I've got the products and ingredients that I think will work for me, I'm going to show them to you all and kind of take you through the process of, you know, me getting my skin back to how it used to be, because I'm always used to having just like clear skin, smooth skin, soft skin. But what I've noticed is I've just been producing a lot of oil, and I'm starting to notice some larger pores here. Now they aren't huge, but I just want to start the process of preventing those things. So while I'm in the process of researching my skincare routine and trying to change it and implement some new products, I started trying to figure out ways to kind of remedy my skincare or my skin with makeup until I solidify the products that I want to use and that are going to work for me. So what I'm about to show you is what I do whenever I am wearing makeup, whenever I'm wearing foundation, just so that my makeup looks good, it lasts a good amount of time, and it just prevents me from looking cray-cray. So some people may think, oh, your skin is perfect, it's fine. Honey, when you get up close into this baby, like even now, I'm just wiping oil off of my face. And if you have questions about my hair, don't worry, I will be posting a video soon about it. I literally just got it done today. I will tell y'all who did it, what hair I got, but that's gonna be in a whole nother video. This video is all about my face and my skin, okay? All right, so if you have oily skin too, or you have combination oily skin and you wanna see what I do and maybe it can work for you, then just keep on watching. All right, so I've always primed my face, but I've had these primers in my makeup kit, but I just haven't used them, and I tested them out for my 30th birthday photo shoot, and y'all, these have my skin all the way snatched. Okay, I wanted to bring you in a little closer since we're talking about the face and skin, but these are both from Ruby Kisses. This one is for reducing the look of pores, and this one is for mattifying the skin. So I do like multi-priming. So I told you before in the beginning of the video, I had issues with pores right here. So I take some of that and put it here, and I just put that on my cheek, just smooth that out and press it into the skin. And if you get in close, do y'all see? It's just already starting to like blur the skin. So my skin is oily, and I used to have really sensitive skin. It's not as sensitive as it used to be, but it can be sensitive. And then I take this matte primer and I put this all over. And who would have thought that a drugstore brand like Ruby Kisses would have a dope primer? And y'all saw when this video started, y'all saw all that shine. It's already gone. And I even put it on my eyelids because they can tend to get oily as well. I'm being gentle around my edges because, you know, just got this hair done, honey. It's a little toit. And I can already see the difference from the beginning of the video till now. total difference. So what I do is I let this primer sit on my face while I get my eyebrows done or while I do my eyebrows. So I'm not going to show y'all that because you've seen me do my eyebrows before and I have a whole video on it. So I'm actually going to do those off camera and then we'll come back. So doing my eyebrows usually takes me about 5 to 7 minutes, maybe 10 if I'm really taking my time. So that really gives the primer time to like sink into my skin. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm finally black. All right, y'all, I'm finally black. What? I'm finally black? I'm finally back with my eyebrows on. So I was gone longer than 5 minutes because I couldn't find my pencil sharpener. I was searching all over for it. Then I was on the phone with my boyfriend. So yeah, I got those eyebrows on. All right, so this next step I do if I really want to, you know, just be super snatched, or if I just want to, you know, really look good. So I have this True Complexion Custom Concealer in medium to dark from Black Radiance. So I usually just apply that with my finger, and I use this under my eyes to do some color correcting for dark circles, because this is like this has like reddish orangish tones in it, and that's gonna help color correct the darkness. Not just swiping it on, I'm patting it in. So if you can see the difference between this side and this side. Like I got a little lift over here. And I feel like my dark circles are actually getting better, like they're going away, so I'm happy. I'm getting more rest, drinking more water, minding my business, and I'm just patting that into the skin. You could also use a sponge for this, but I really like my finger because I can just concentrate it right there under my eye. I go all the way up to the lash line, into the tear duct, and press that in. And voila, there we have it. All right, so now the next step is foundation. I don't have like a mattifying foundation because I don't want to be super matte because I'm oily. I just don't want to be super oily, just finding that balance. So I have this Black Radiance foundation, which you've seen in other videos. This is the Color Perfect Liquid Makeup, and it says it's perfect for all skin types, and I do believe it's oil free. Oh yes, it is an oil-free foundation. So I just put this all over my face, and I'm a brush gal when it comes to applying foundation. That's just me. I tried to put them on my nose. And I also like this foundation because I can build it up. So I just take this flat top buffer brush and I just pat that into the skin. And then once I feel I have pressed it into the skin enough, I will just lightly buff over it. And I really mean lightly, because you don't want to wipe any of that off. And I really, you know, buff down here to blend it. All right, so the foundation is in place, and I still conceal under my eyes. So I'm gonna take that same concealer that I use for my brows. This is Fawn, the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I'm just gonna do my triangle under both eyes. So on most days I don't do like a full highlight contour situation. I really just highlight, conceal under my eyes. And what I've been doing since I've been revamping my makeup routine is I've been letting my concealer sit for a little bit before I actually blend it out. So I'll go on and like do my eyeshadow and stuff like that, but I'm not putting on eyeshadow right now. So to take up some time, I'm going to finish up my brows. All right, so I did my brows, and I did put a little bit of color on my lids. I just did my transition shade. This is from Wild and Crazy. This is called Outback Powder, and it's like that orangish color I like in my transition. It's similar to Spice. So now that my foundation has been sitting for a little bit, I'm going to take my beauty sponge. This is not a beauty blender. I got this in a brush set from Ross with these brushes by Jasmine LaBelle, but I was like, I wanted to get it because I was like, I want to try out a beauty sponge to see if I like it, and I do. I love it for blending out my concealer and my contour. It's amazing, okay? And it blends so fast. Like I used to use a brush, but this just blends so fast. Pro tip, make sure it is damp okay? And you can use a spray bottle like I'm using now. So I'm just gonna take this pointed end and I'm going to press that concealer in. Not moving it around too much, just pressing. And the goal is to blend it out. I like a bright under eye. This concealer seems really close to my skin tone. It's actually a little bit richer than my foundation shade. But I like a bright under eye, just not super bright. Okay, we are blent under the eyes. Now what I do is I set under my eyes with powder. So I have the Black Radiance Loose Setting Powder in Banana, and I have the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Banana. But I've been noticing that the Ben Nye tends to like dry me out more and it's not as milled as this one. So I've been grabbing this one more often. I did use it the other day with that wet beauty sponge and it didn't do that. So I think that was the trick, was what I was applying it with. And I'm gonna use that same damp sponge and I'm going to pick up some product. And I'm gonna take that sponge and I'm going to press underneath my eye where I apply that highlighting concealer. And I think another reason why I felt like Ben Nye dried me out, and even this powder too, is because I used to bake, but I really don't bake anymore. Because it would just dry my under eye out. So now I just set. And look at the effect. It just blurs the skin. Look at that, it's like a facelift. Do y'all see that? So this side has the powder and this side doesn't. Do you see the difference? And it's even taking away that shine. Cause you see this shine on my cheekbone right here? Gone, skin blurred. All right, so that's all I do on an everyday basis. I don't contour. So I'm going to set the rest of my face. And I've been using the BH Cosmetics Matte Finish Pressed Powder in the shade 250. Because like it says, it provides a matte finish and that's what we're going for to get this shine off of the face. And to apply this to my face, I just take my powder brush, really get it on those shiny bits and press it into the skin. And I want to be matte without looking or feeling dry, and these products and these steps do that. And then I'll just use that fluffy part to brush off any extra. And I also make sure I brush off any extra under my eye. And then what I like to do is I like to go back into my highlighting, my setting powder with that fluffy brush, just a little bit, and I add that to my really shiny areas. So like I said at the beginning, it's my forehead, my nose, my chin, and then I go back and add a little bit extra on that cheek area. So press that into the skin with the brush and then just dust it off, any excess. So like I said on a day-to-day basis, I don't do like a full highlight contour situation, but I do add some color back to my face. So this is my Black Radiance contour palette. So just gonna contour and bronze the usual areas, cheekbones, chin, forehead, just to add some color and dimension back into my face so that it's not so flat. I just did a little on my nose to tie the whole look together. So I'm gonna use that same palette. So I still like to highlight my face, but what I've noticed is that I used to do too much highlight, so that would just draw attention to my shiny areas as they got even shinier. And I used to think that was okay when I was younger, but as I'm getting older, I'm realizing, no honey boo boo, not cute. So I like this highlighter from the Black Radiance Highlight and Contour Palette because it's very subtle. So I'm just going to place that on the high points of my face. I feel like before I was using highlighters that were just too much and drawing negative attention, and just the way that they picked up on my face were not good. And then I like to stack that with a highlighter from this Wild and Radiant Baked and Bronzing palette from BH. So I'm gonna just take this bronzy copper one and stack that. And I'm really just going to put most of that on my cheekbone, and then whatever's left on the brush, I'll put on the rest of the areas on my face. I do want to highlight my cupid's bow. And then for cheeks, like you've seen me before use a creamy cheek color, but that was not the best choice for me because my skin is getting oily. Maybe once I get my skin back together, it won't be an issue once I get that oil under control. So for now, we are going to stick with powders. And we're going to stick with powder blushes that lean more on the matte side. So ones like this from Coastal Scents. So I have Bravado and Rosebud. I have another one, I think it's called Valentine. It's on my dresser. I just never put it back in here when I took it out. So I'll mix these two. And I'll also use this one up here, which has some shimmer in it. But if I do use a blush with a shimmer, I will mix it with a matte blush. Focusing it on the apples and sweeping it up. Applying with a fluffy brush, because for me that ensures that I don't use too much. Okay, off camera I did add some mascara, just a little bit. And then to set it all in place, I'm going to use my BH Studio Pro setting spray. So this is not a matte setting spray, it's just a regular one. So that just adds a little more moisture back to my face so that after using that setting powder, I don't feel really dry, and it keeps my makeup in place. So it just adds to the glow and shine on my face. The glow from within glow. But that's it, beauties. My updated foundation routine for oily skin. So if you have oily skin, comment down below what do you do with your makeup routine and even in your skincare routine to combat that, and let me know if you could use some of the techniques that I showed you here today to help you out. But that's it. Remember in the beginning, shiny, pores, and now we have this. So thank you so much for watching, beauties. But before you go, make sure you go down below, click that subscribe button, and right next to that, click that bell notification button so that you never miss when I post. Ow. Like I always say, it's free, it's easy, and it's fun. Thank you so much for watching, beauties, and I'll be sure to see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.